In today's video, we're going to be experimenting with ballpoint pens. This is going to be an interesting video. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Drawing Life. Today we're going to be talking about ballpoint pens, a form of pen that was invented in 1938 by Laszlo Biro, and he invented it just before the onset of World War II. And you know, the pen may be mightier than the sword, but when this guy invented the ballpoint pen, cliched sayings were probably the last thing on his mind. So, oh, and all rights go to Smithsonian for that quote. Probably the last thing on his mind. It's by Smithsonian Magazine, and I was looking up stuff for the ballpoint pen, so there we go. Not sponsored by them. This is a ballpoint pen, and I just want to take the time to say that I am not a fan of ballpoint pens. I do not like using them. When I want to draw or write, I would usually resort, if I can, to an ink pen. Only when I'm writing, I would use these, but I would usually like to resort to an ink pen, such as like the Pigma Micron or the Unipin pens. These are all nice ink pens that I like to use. But when it comes to the ballpoint pen, I hate drawing with them. So yeah, this is going to be a hard challenge for me, but that's what our challenges are for. We are going to be experimenting with different ballpoint pens, and we're going to be making an art piece out of it. This here, it's just a piece of office paper. I'm going to switch to good paper later. We don't really need good paper for like a ballpoint pens. Now, I was looking at this pen, and I actually don't know what it is. So I think it opens, wow, it opens this way. That's the pen there. You close it. What's on this other side? It's like a brush tip, like a Copic marker. No, it's a, what's this? How do you, it's like a light bulb or something. Oh, it's a light. Okay, that's cool. You can have a flashlight when you're writing, just in case you want to write in the dark when nobody can see you. So that's interesting. Here we have another one. I think this is also a light. Yeah, this is another light. And this one has an iPad touch thing that you can touch anything, and the pen comes out like that. So I want to experiment a little with ballpoint pens. These pens can range from very, very, very cheap to very, very, very expensive, like these. I don't even know how much these cost, but they're like Weddings in the Bay or something. I'm just going to just doodle a little bit, and I'm going to try drawing stuff later. But just trying to get myself used to the idea of drawing with a ballpoint pen. It's like as I said, I really don't like drawing with ballpoint pens. But I should probably stop complaining. I chose to do this art challenge, and they can come in sort of a variety of colors. Even these, I don't even know this is not a ballpoint pen. This is like a sort of more of an ink. So I have a whole collection of ballpoint pens that I have collected over the years and never really used. This is from Hyatt House. This is from Embassy Suites. As you can see, there's a trend going on with the hotel thing. There's another Hyatt House here. There's a Homewood Suites here. All these hotels. And there's a Super 8. See? I love collecting these from hotels. And I don't even know what's this one. This is another one with an iPad touch thing. So anyway, as I was saying, they can come in all sorts of colors. They can come in, I think blue is like really signature. I'm wondering if this journalist, when he invented a ballpoint pen, if he used like if he invented a black one or a blue one, I don't know. But yeah, I think ballpoint pens grew really popular just before World War II. So I think I'm going to get started. I'm just gonna, you know, I'm still familiarizing myself with the aspect of drawing with a ballpoint pen. It's gonna be very sketchy. That just sounded weird. Sketchy. I'm not gonna be able to make things in one line. I'm going to be able to like go on it more and more and more. Like if you use a Pigma Micron, you're gonna just ruin it completely. I'm just gonna take one of these. This is a red one. You're gonna ruin it completely if you just keep. And you're not gonna ruin it, but it's gonna look pretty bad if you just, you know, like it's just gonna look weird. But with ballpoint pens, I think you can actually do that, and you're not going to make it look bad. I think it'll actually look pretty cool. So, wasted enough time here. Let us get on with the real drawing. I'm thinking of actually drawing a pirate. I don't know why, I just felt like drawing a pirate. So, let us get started with today's drawing. Before I do that, I actually do want to switch to the good paper. So, moving down, this is a nice clean piece of cardstock paper that we're gonna do our drawing on. So I started basically with outlining the facial features of the pirate and also outlining his hat. and I found this ballpoint pen quite hard. So it was almost like the tip was very hard to work with. So eventually I switched to ballpoint pen. But basically I started with just outlining his features and his clothing and such. Then I went on to shading his face and the rest of his clothing with just using sort of a cross-hatching technique, and also making sure that the eye patch was darker. This was a really fun part of the process, and I really found it interesting, because whenever I tried doing cross-hatching on with an ink pen, I always mess up. So with this ballpoint pen, I think it was really interesting, because to find out that I could actually make pretty cool artwork with this kind of pen, and always making sure that the eye patch is darker than the rest. But overall, I just kept adding layers over layers of darker cross-hatching, and yeah, that's how I completed this drawing. Alright, so there is my pirate drawing and ballpoint pen challenge. Now, I do want to say that I was looking through my creator studio, and I found that I actually had done the ballpoint challenge before. It was on a Lamborghini, so it was pretty cool. And I do want to say that this was also pretty cool, the lights, and you can shine it upon, and it looks so eerie and scary. But I think that's it for my ballpoint pen challenge. I want to thank all of you for watching and for subscribing. If you like this video, please leave a like or a comment, or I will make sure to see if I could do the video that you have requested. Requests are open in the comments section down below. And yeah, this is a really interesting challenge, and I hope I'll be able to do more art challenges in the future. But until then, we'll see you next time.